Hey, what's up? It's Cambo here, just sneaking in at the start of the episode to let you know that my other podcast, Cancelled Movie Report, returns on June 3rd. Shh, don't tell Nelson I'm telling you about this. This is between you and me, listener. Yes, Cancelled Movie Report is back June 3rd. We've spent almost a whole year putting this whole new season together, and we cover some really interesting cancelled movie projects. We bring the scripts to life with a full voice cast. It's really exciting, and I can't wait to show it to you. I'm going to put a little clip at the end of this episode so you can have a bit of a listen. But until then, I guess enjoy Reddit on Reddit.
Welcome to Reddit on Reddit, the internet's auditory version of Reddit. I'm Nelson Allingham, joined by Michael Cambo Campbell.
Thank you very much for having me back on, Nelson.
You're welcome.
You tried to lock me out, as you do every single week.
Yep.
But this time, there was a little begrudging thing in your voice that said, fine, just get in here. And now I think you've resigned that I am officially the co-host of this podcast.
Yeah, first time ever I've decided that that's the way it'll be.
It's the first time it's been Nelson Allingham with Michael Campbell. Now it's Nelson and Cambo.
Yeah.
Officially.
First time ever. I'm actually hoping for a bit of reverse psychology here, if I'm going to be honest. The classic. This is what happens on, Scrubs. Is when JD's going after Elliot for the whole season, then finally says, and she says, "Yeah, I'm so glad we're together." Then instantly he's like, "Oh, I don't want you anymore."
Yeah, for our younger listeners, Scrubs was a sitcom that used to be on TV about a million years ago.
I feel like everybody's still heard about Scrubs.
I feel like the metaphor is I was a dog that was chasing my own tail.
Yeah.
And then I caught my tail.
Yeah.
What does a dog do when he does? He just lets it go.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dogs
dogs are idiots, is what we've established from that.
Early on. This is early in this show for you to be bringing out your anti-dog rhetoric.
Well, they're idiots, Cambo. What do you want me to do about it? All right. I think we should get into it.
Sure.
This first one was cross-posted to us by Devil Made Me Do It, but it was originally by Toby App 92. And this is a guide to, it was a photo, it was a guide to Australian slang found in my local pub.
Oh, great.
Now, before we get into this.
Pub makes it seem like this is probably in Australia, because I feel like they're bars in America, right? Oh, it could be England, I guess. Pub. England has pubs.
Don't know.
Don't know.
Don't care. Dogs are stupid. Before we get into it, I want to assure listeners that this is the last time, I promise, we'll go over Australian slang. Because I'm very hyper aware that we do it way too much.
Yeah.
We talk about it pretty often on this podcast. I think we're going to have to ring the bell, so to speak. It's like, we'll just do this one last one. And then maybe in episode 300, we'll bring up Australian slang again.
So that horse is dead. We should stop beating it.
Yeah,
Right.
That's right. So let's go through this one, and then that's it.
One last time.
That's all you're getting.
Yeah.
That's all you're getting until episode 300. And then that would be the only thing we do that episode.
It's really going to bind your hands now if something huge happens on Reddit, say to the level of, I don't know, like the stock market stuff that was happening recently with Wall Street bets, but for some reason it's tied to Aussie slang.
Yeah.
If that rare occurrence comes, we're going to have to face the music and say, we swore we wouldn't do this.
Can't talk about it. Look forward to episode 300 where we eventually end up talking about it. We're actually not really that far away from episode 300 in the overall scheme of things. So.
And once we get to that sweet episode 1000, we can finally quit.
Oh, yeah. Oh, boy. Yeah. Really should have lowered the bar on that one when we agreed to quit that far out. Anywho, okay. So this is a little chart. I thought, you know what? Maybe I'll give you the word, you give me the definition.
Sure.
Also, some of these annoy me slightly, and we'll understand why very quickly. But anyway, this is how to talk Australian. The first one is arvo.
Can I say I appreciate strain instead of strain? Just off the bat.
Strain. Yeah. I mean, it all
works. But that sounds more organically Australian.
Yeah.
Sorry, what was the first word? I wasn't listening.
Arvo.
Afternoon.
Afternoon, correct. Barbie.
That's ARVO, by the way, because I know accents can be sometimes hard to decipher.
Yeah.
Arvo.
Correct.
Barbie. Barbie is a barbecue. I feel like most people know that based on the throw another shrimp on the Barbie cliche.
Yeah. Some people might have been thinking the doll, though. You know?
Well, yeah, it's spelt the same way.
Throw another shrimp on the Ken doll. Is that something we also say?
Why don't Mattel create a line of barbecues here in Australia?
Oh my God, that would be so
and
good.
then you could literally have a Barbie. A Mattel-sponsored Barbie.
People would actually buy that. No shit. Oh my God, that is a genius idea.
Except for, I would say that the logical thing is to make it hot pink.
Yeah.
And I feel like a lot of dads would be very against that.
Yeah.
Can you imagine a 60-year-old boomer male being like, I want a bloody pink Barbie? They're going to make the word Barbie sound like a girl's thing.
I mean, I've still imagined that they've done a doll-sized barbecue. I still thought like you could just, you could still make it a Barbie that Barbie uses.
Yeah, okay. A Barbie.
A Barbie. Anyway, the next one is Butte.
A beautiful. So if something's a beaut, it's good. It's a good thing.
And here's where my gripe comes in, Cambo, because their definition is great/fantastic.
No,
Butte is short for beautiful.
In the context, though, it is used to replace words like great. To be fair,
Yeah.
like how's the new car, mate? It's a beaut.
Yeah. And
You wouldn't say
you
wouldn't say it's a beautiful. That makes no sense.
Yeah,
But for some reason, it's a beaut. You're saying it's great.
it's beautiful.
Yeah. But you're right. It is a shortened version of the word beautiful.
Yeah. I would at least appreciate, at the very least, a beautiful, and then in brackets, great/fantastic.
You used to say great.
Okay, bloke.
Generally considered a male,
Yeah.
but I think it's also just kind of a person.
Yeah.
Even if there was like a couple, I'd say, look at those blokes, you know. But yeah,
I don't think I'd say that.
you would say bloke and Sheila.
Yeah. Stop skipping ahead, Cambe.
Sorry. A bloke, a guy.
Yeah. Bloody.
I mean, that's such a that can have so many different definitions.
I think they're actually correct with this, though.
It's because it's like an exclamation, I guess.
Yeah. Okay, so their definition, which I think is correct, we've just never thought about it, is very.
Oh, yeah.
That's bloody good.
Yeah,
very good.
Yeah.
I think that's probably correct.
Yeah, I think that is
We've
right.
never thought about what the definition of bloody is before, but that's it.
But you could say you bloody idiot.
You very idiot.
I guess it's just much, you know.
Yeah.
It's like to emphasize the amount.
More of.
Yeah.
You more of idiot. Yeah, that's true. Okay, bloody oath.
It's in agreement.
Yes, they've put very true.
Yeah.
Yeah,
bloody oath.
Bludger.
It's often paired with the word doll in front of it from the government funded kind of welfare.
Yeah.
Bludger is someone that's lazy.
Yeah, lazy person. Bottle.
That is a liquor store.
Liquor store, correct. Brekkie.
That is breakfast.
Yes. Cobber.
It's. I just had the thought, if this is some of our listeners' favorite thing and we're never going to do it again.
Is it?
I don't know.
Surely it's not somebody's favorite thing. And even if it was, it's like if you love pancakes, but then you eat nothing but pancakes, you get sick of pancakes.
I just want to request, just to make sure, I think a straw poll is good.
Yeah.
If you're fine with us resting this for a while, just email us letting us know you're fine. You're fine with it. Don't tell us anything else. Just quick thoughts. I'm fine with that.
Cool.
So what was the next one you said?
Cobber.
Cobber. It's normally a young man. I feel like you'd say that, like, "G'day, cobber," to a little young bloke.
Does
Does it have a more official definition?
Yeah, I think it probably does. They've got here friend.
Okay,
And
yeah.
I think
I
probably
feel
it
like
is
it's
more,
though you wouldn't you say cobber. It's almost a slightly like status wise. If you say cobber to someone, it's
Yeah.
almost lower in status. It's like champ.
Do you know what to me it is? It's the slang of this is funny actually. It's the slang of mate.
Yeah.
To me, I'm being even more informal than just saying mate.
Yeah.
I say,
By saying
hey,
cobber.
cobber. It's like a bit of a joke. Like I'm not really.
I always associate it, and maybe it's just because when people called me this, I was like a young kid. That it's like, you know how you say, "Oh, g'day, tiger," like you'd say that to a kid.
Yeah.
Cobber has always to me been kind of like that.
Okay. Yeah.
No, I do love the phrase "G'day, cobber, what do you know?" As just a peak Aussie, which I believe is being more normalized outside of Australia via Auntie Donna. That's a very common one. That one of them, "G'day, cobber, what do you know?" You know, like,
yeah. Okay. Crook.
I'm assuming it could mean one of two things, but I'm assuming this means sick.
Yeah.
You're feeling crook because a crook is also a criminal.
Yeah. We do use crook as
yeah.
in criminal as well. Sometimes
like,
you might
if
say,
you
look
said-
at that crook. And
If
use
someone
a
said
sick
there's a
brief.
crook breaking into my house, you wouldn't go, well, give him medicine. He must be. We would understand that means criminal.
Dip.
Dip,
Yeah.
swim,
Swim, correct. Dunny.
the bathroom.
Yes. Probably technically toilet more specifically.
Yeah.
Footy.
That is football.
Yeah. This is
That one's pretty self-explanatory, I think.
This one's another gripe I have, Cambo.
Okay, yeah, great.
G'day.
Technically, good day.
Yeah.
but I guess it means hello.
Yeah, they've put hello.
Yeah.
Yeah. But still, good day is, I think,
Yeah.
fine.
When
Put good day.
people think of the Australian accent and Australianisms in general, think England, but worse.
Yeah.
So you can imagine an English person saying, "Oh, good day."
Yeah.
So we say "good day" because we're worse.
Yeah. Yeah.
They literally packed up all their criminals, all the worst of them, and sent them here.
Yeah.
And then they wonder why we decimated their language.
Another one, small gripe, I'd say on this one. Good on ya.
I mean, good on you.
Yeah, but they've put well done. I mean, it's good on you. It's so very close to good on you.
The only thing that's different there is "ya" instead of "you."
They've spelt ONYA, yeah.
Yeah,
on ya as like
one word.
One word.
Good
but
on ya.
Anyway, yeah. Grog,
Grog is alcohol.
our mate.
Friend.
Yeah, see, they've put cobber for this, which
Okay,
is
yeah.
funny because cobber equals friend.
Yeah.
That's why when I said, I think it's like the informal version of mate, they've actually almost sort of implied that too in a way.
They backed you up.
Yeah. This seems dumb. No worries.
If you had any worries about it, don't.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
No worries, mate.
There's no worries. Not a problem.
They've put reassurance. Sure.
Yeah.
Pint.
A measurement of generally alcohol, but you can get a pint of other things.
Yeah. I mean, that's
a very English thing, I believe.
Yeah, I'd say that's English more than anything. Pluggers.
Pluggers.
Yeah.
Like little kids.
No.
What do they have?
This one we don't use as common, but you would have heard the phrase, busted a plugger. No?
No.
Apparently not.
No.
Okay.
I know plucker,
Oh my God.
as in pluck a
Amber,
duck.
This means I'm officially more Australian than you.
Yeah.
And I'm half Italian.
You do have that big Australian coat of arms tattooed across your back, though.
Yeah. And I am super racist.
Super racist.
Yeah.
You deny the stolen generation.
Oh God.
Oh yeah, don't Google that. It's something really racist our country did until shockingly
Yeah, not that long ago.
long ago.
So pluggers is flip-flops or thongs.
Oh, really?
Yeah, yeah.
No, I've never heard that phrase.
I have heard it in the sense of, I busted a plug up, which is where
I already understand why it's called that.
Yeah, yeah.
They plug into the bottom of your flip-flops or your thongs, as we call them here.
Pokies.
That is a slot machine.
Yes.
Or the one-arm bandit, or Bricky's laptop.
Bricky's
There's some other Australianisms for you. Bricky, that's self-explanatory, right?
I don't think I've heard of Bricky's laptop.
No, but just the phrase bricky.
Oh, yeah.
Bricklayering, just in case it's not.
Oh, yeah, bricklayer. I like that I stopped. I forgot that we had an audience. Yeah. And I was like, yeah, I get what bricky is.
I know what a bricky is. Thank you very much. Brickies, they stop for morning smoko. And in the afternoon, they go jump on a Bricky's laptop. Yeah.
Right. I never heard of that before. Oh, my God. Yeah. You're more Australian than I am.
Do you know the bachelor's handbag? I said this one day to Stacey. She didn't know what that was. That's a very Ocker thing to say. Bachelor's handbag.
Bachelor's handbag. Is that like a goon bag or something?
No, it's, when you get those roast chickens in a plastic bag.
What? Really?
Yeah. It's got a bachelor's handbag.
I've never... The pre-cooked roast
Yeah.
chicken.
From a supermarket specifically. Yeah.
Okay, that's hilarious. Pot.
Marijuana.
No, this is in relation to the beer.
Oh,
again.
sorry. Yeah.
Size of beer,
a pint,
glass.
a schooner, a pint. Yeah, right.
Yeah. Ripper.
Good.
Yeah, it said Butte. It really wants you to re-look up the things that you've previously looked up, which is annoying.
It's very keen on you not having jumped ahead.
Yeah.
Because if you hadn't read Butte yet and you went to that, you'd be like, oh, we now need to find Butte.
Go on. Go through the reference again.
Is there a big thing at the top saying, please read this in order?
Yeah. I have been going down and then across, though. What if you wanted to go left or right? You'd probably...
Maybe they've accounted for that.
I mean, it is in alphabetical order if you really thought about it. Right. Anyway, this one I'm going to assume is pronounced Skooey?
Skooey.
Yeah.
I don't know. Thongs? Flip-flops?
Nah. It's schooner of beer.
A skooey?
Never heard it before.
No, I've never heard that
before.
No
one uses that phrase. Actually, you know what? They probably use it in states that are not Melbourne because we don't usually have schooners. We have pints and pots.
We're too cultivated.
Have you tried our flat whites?
We are unironically the arts centre of Australia, actually. We don't do skooey. Do fucking pints, though.
Yeah, bloody, smash your pint, mate. She'll be right.
Look, all is good. I'm trying to think of the most generic way to say it.
Yeah.
All is good. Everything's fine. She'll be right.
Yeah. Well, yes.
Yeah.
It says it will be okay.
Yeah.
Sheila.
That is a woman.
Shout.
If you were to shout someone a schooner or a scoey, you would be paying for their deering or paying for something.
Yeah. I didn't really know that was an Australian thing.
Yeah.
Learn something new every day. Yeah.
It's like the flat
my
white.
Shout.
It's like the flat white. No one else knew about that.
No one knew about how good our flat whites
We do that
are.
just to annoy one listener.
Yeah.
It's fascinating, isn't it?
You know how I said that we'd never go over Australian slang again?
Yeah.
We will be going over the coffee again of Melbourne and how much better it is in other parts of the world.
Yeah. Stacey has once asked us why we make it so hard to be our fans.
Yeah.
And we don't know.
It's kind of fun. Slab.
Slab is a big bit of concrete. No, it's a big block of beers.
Block of beers.
A big cardboard box.
A block of beers.
Do they? I'm trying to think what the non-Australian version of that is.
Yeah.
Because they do exist outside of Australia.
Yeah.
A big slab of.
It's like 24 beers.
Yeah, in a cardboard
carton.
box.
A carton of beer? Do you say carton of beer?
I don't know.
You say carton of cigarettes. I don't know.
A carton of milk.
Right in.
Did they just say a big box of 24 beers, please?
Yeah.
I wish we had a quicker way to say that.
I would like beer 24 times in a container of sorts.
Branded in the brand of the beer, please. If possible. That's the quickest way I can think to have said that. Please and thank you.
Spewing.
If you're spewing, it's regretful, I guess.
Yeah, I would say they've said angry here.
Yeah,
which is
okay,
kinda
yeah,
true,
yeah,
but
yeah, that's
angry
true.
seems more of an intense version of spewing.
Let's say I said to you.
spewing.
Let's say I said to you, Nels,
Yeah.
saw your Sheila cheating on you back there. You'd be like,
Yeah.
I'm spewing.
I think I would go a little bit more intense than that. It's more like, didn't get a ticket to the footy. I'm
Yeah,
spewing.
yeah. See, that's why I said regretful.
Yeah.
The context of it is generally like,
Yeah.
you missed out on tickets to that. I'm spewing.
Yeah.
You are
I'm not-
angry,
yeah,
but
but like-
in a regretful
in
way.
a not really seriously angry
Yeah.
kind of. Anyway. Squiz.
A look.
Yeah. Look at something. Sticky beak.
That is like to how do I phrase this? Sticky beak is like trying to check on something or view something of which you are not involved.
Yeah, I would say that's correct. That's the definition I would go by.
Yeah.
Is like
If I heard
you're-
that your Sheila had been cheating on you and you were spewing, maybe
Yeah.
I'd have a sticky beak about it.
yeah. You poke your nose in other people's business
Yeah.
is kind of what that is. They've put the definition of as squiz, which is to look at something.
You could have a sticky
You probably
beak.
could use it in that terms as well.
Yeah.
Like, I might just have a sticky beak where it's
Yeah.
like,
Say there was a car crash.
Yeah.
You've seen some kind of ding and the people are arguing about it maybe on the street. You could have a sticky beak. You could go have a look at it.
Yeah. Okay. Stubby.
Stubby is a can of beer.
No.
No?
Well,
yes, it is. But yeah, there's stubby holder?
No. It's they've said a single serve of beer. Because you can have a glass stubby, but you can also refer
okay.
as cans of
Yeah.
stubbies. So, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay.
Struth.
Oh my.
They've said exclamation.
Yeah,
Both are correct.
Both are correct.
T.
How's it spelt?
T-E-A.
Okay, yeah, because it could be T-E-E as well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Is that an Australian slang word? T-E-E?
Well, I was just
For like
making
t-shirt.
sure that one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Which is probably not Australian. Yeah,
No. A tea is a hot beverage made of leaves.
yeah. What's
Normally
the other
served
one?
in a bag with a string attached.
Yes, correct. What else could it be in reference to?
Dinner.
Yes, correct. Dinner.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that is I've never really realized how weird that is until just now.
Yeah.
That's pretty weird.
I never say tea. I find it weird
nor
to
do
say
I.
tea.
But if someone said, "I'm just having a bit of tea," I would understand what that meant. you know?
Yeah.
I'd say you're having that hot drink made of leaves.
Yeah. Because there's a word for that, and it's tea. So that's what you would obviously be saying. Thongs.
That is a flip flop.
Pluggers.
Pluggers.
See above. Togs.
Tugs are your bathing outfit,
Yep.
your speedos, if you will.
Swimwear. Yep. Too right.
It's just an agreement.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just agree.
Yeah.
Definitely agree. Or definitely
Okay,
slash
again,
agree,
I hate
it
to keep
says.
bringing you back to this dark place, Nelson. Mm-hmm. Say your shield's been cheating on you. Say I'm spewing. I go, too right.
Yeah. That's true. Yeah. Tucker.
Food.
Food, correct. And or tuck shop. I've just added that one in there.
Yep. Or
Which is like
the
food place.
the mascot of a now defunct Australian supermarket, Tucker Bag.
Oh yeah. Because you would have a tucker bag.
A Tucker
Well,
bag
it was
is a
like
bag full of food, like you take to school.
Yes, but I would say it's more reference to in primary school, right?
Mm-hmm.
You would, in the morning, put a few bucks in a tucker bag
Yeah.
and write that you want a sausage roll or
Yeah.
whatever, and then you hand it into the canteen.
God, everything you've said there is so Australian.
And then you would end up getting your,
I want you to translate
roll.
that into a more broad phrasing for our American
Yeah.
friends.
you put dollars,
Yep.
currency,
Yep.
in a bag.
Into a brown paper bag, always, for some reason.
brown paper bag. Then you give it to, canteen is a thing, right?
Cafeteria.
Cafeteria? Yeah. Do they not have canteens? I still thought that would be.
I feel like canteens are slightly different.
Different. Okay, but then.
But what about
cafeteria
sausage?
Doesn't seem like, because we have cafes as well.
Sausage roll. How? More English, I would say. Sausage roll. Actually.
Processed meat bunched together in a roll kind of shape.
Hot dog.
No, I think that misleads people because it's not that. Yeah. It's squished bits of meat put together, and then there's pastry on the outside, and it's kind of cylindrical in shape, but then you've squished it a little bit.
Yeah, but everything you just said does sound like a hot dog. Except for pastry bread, I guess.
Pastry bread on the outside, yeah.
Cylindrical
but
meat.
It's longer. It's more, there's more meat in it than a
I would have just said meat pastry.
Yeah. Okay. Meat pastry. That's so generic. I know, Australians have so many meat pastries.
We do. What do you want? A pasty, a meat pie, a sausage roll?
Yeah. I'm also not 100% sure if sausage rolls. Surely sausage rolls exist.
I'm sure they do. I just think they're less common.
Do you reckon? No, I'm not sure. I think we've done the flat white latte thing again.
Which we've discovered something that no one else has heard of. Yeah.
That's what I meant by that, yeah. Okay, the last one is, oh my God, we've been going for so long. This is insane. This is why we will never, ever do it again.
I just want to say mainly your fault.
Absolutely not my fault.
This
is how it should be happening.
Nothing.
Yeah.
I'm going to go ahead and blame you for my derailments.
This is how it should happen. I say Ava, you say afternoon.
Yeah.
I say Barbie, then you say barbecue. You've gone, you know what? Afternoon. Just say exactly what it is, okay? But for this very last one, that's what
I'll try my best to be concise with this one.
Just unbelievably concise.
Okay.
Whoop whoop.
Well.
When I was younger, whoop whoop really meant to me.
I did live in Whoop Whoop when I was a bit younger.
You did, yeah.
A Whoop Whoop is a faraway place.
Correct.
Yeah. Named after a real place?
What?
Is it named after a real place?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I think we've maybe looked into that.
Yeah.
Maybe, and it's not actually a real place or something. I don't know.
Yeah. If someone lives far away, they live in Whoop Whoop.
Yep. Anyway, so that's it. Literally, if any new slang words come up between now and our 300th episode, you would never.
Would you be happy to answer them privately off the podcast? If someone's saying, "I've come across this word,"
no,
save it for episode 300.
Save it for episode 300. It's gonna be a big
slang
episode.
special.
I like that we only do new sets of slang, which might only be like 2 words.
Yeah,
and it's
whatever's popped up in the meantime.
The new iPhone has some sort of slang name. An iPhee. All right, Gambia, let's get into Ask Reddit. Ask Reddit. Gonna have to blow through these, eh?
See what I can do about being really concise with these.
Yeah. 1-word responses would be great. Maybe I'll do less other ones. Something. Anywho, okay. This is by Kid from Canada 1. And they've said, if everyone in the world had your personality, what would the world look like?
God, they'd be watching a lot more movies.
Yeah.
Which is good because then I could talk to more people about... recently, Stacey and I watched the new Netflix original Army of the Dead.
Yeah.
And I wanna rip it apart so bad, but I actually don't know anyone else yet apart from Stacey and one other friend of mine that's watched it.
Yeah.
So if more people had watched it, my opinions could be more greatly known, Nelson.
Yeah.
But the thing is, everyone else would have the same opinions as me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You've got no... You'd be like,
but
did
maybe,
you know? And they'd be
maybe-
like, yes. Obviously, I knew the exact same thing that you knew.
Maybe based on the media I consume, I love hearing my own opinion back to me anyway. Because when people say something, I'm like, I know, right?
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking.
You're so insightful.
I like you for some reason. I like your opinion for some reason.
Let's be friends. I'm friends with literally everybody else. But I'd like to add you there because I met you today. How do you think the world would function, though, as a whole?
I mean, it would be bad for the sciences.
Yeah.
I'm an idiot.
Yeah.
Like the medical field would be, just absolutely a mess. Because it's not to say that everyone has my intelligence, but I know my drive.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, that is my personality. And they were
right.
like, surgeries can go for hours, man.
Yeah.
I'm talking like there's like 12-hour surgeries.
Yeah.
Not anymore.
Do you know what though? You just develop a system where you sort of tag in. Like at the moment, it's normally the one. I think sometimes actually they do swap over, but yours would be like in 10-minute intervals.
Yeah. Here's a great example of if people don't believe what I'm saying. They're like, oh, maybe you're exacerbating this trait of yours. Our first segment went long.
Yeah.
And now we don't want to go any longer than we have to. So we worked out how we can cut the show down in other places.
We'll speed
not
up.
make it go longer. If that doesn't prove to you our drive for not liking to do long things.
Exactly. Our attention span is only so far.
Yeah.
You know?
You'll see us drift by the end of the episode.
Yeah. I'm already starting.
What about you?
Okay, so I thought about this, and I've realized this about myself only pretty recently, right?
Here's one, and I don't want you to be offended by this, but I think you will agree.
Yeah.
Would the fashion industry crumble? Because I would say you couldn't give a shit about fashion.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
There would be, everybody would just be wearing like grey clothes.
You're wearing a grey hoodie right now.
Yeah. And that would be it, and we'd accept it, and everything would just be comfortable.
I mean, I'm living in a glass house here. I'm wearing a black hoodie.
We're
wearing exactly almost the same thing.
I do think there might still be like suits and like cocktail dresses.
Yep.
Because sometimes you want to be a bit fancy for a certain occasion. But otherwise, it's grey hoodies and grey track pants. And
this sounds like when you see those dystopian futures where everyone's wearing the same grey outfit.
Yeah, that's exactly it.
You look at that, you're like, it's good.
But in my world, everybody's satisfied by that look. In those movies, everybody's like, "Oh, I hate that we're in this
it's
drab
a dystopian
clothing."
future, but everyone's happy about
a
it.
huge smile on their face. We walk around smiling, saying, "I'm so comfortable." Me too.
What would be the most extreme you would let someone wear?
Yeah.
I've got what if it's I've got a t-shirt and it's like a patent t-shirt, but they're little Spider-Man heads. And it repeats.
Nah.
That seems very loud. Even though I would say it's fairly subdued.
Yeah.
Would you be like, oh boy, all right, bloody, Mr. Flamboyant over here.
Yeah, exactly. That person would get teased from everybody else. Oh my God, it's not even grey.
All right, settle down, Elton John.
Yeah, that's right.
God, he would struggle.
I feel like it would really, because while I don't really care about fashion for myself, I probably appreciate looking at other people. Like Elton John, great look, you know, Lady Gaga, something a bit crazy and whatever. I'm like, oh, that's a cool thing to look at.
Yeah.
So maybe I would get annoyed that like I'm comfortable not wearing anything, and I know everybody else is comfortable that I'm sort of not wearing anything, but at the same time I'm like, oh, I wish some people would just occasionally dress up.
Would you disperse then the same style of hoodie but in different colors?
Yeah,
so you can have a red, you can have a yellow, you can then
what am I feeling today? Oh, purple. Something a bit different.
Risky.
Yeah.
Careful.
Not many purples around. But you see them.
I like one of the big three: red, blue, or yellow, please.
Yeah. No, green. My favorite color is green, so they would mainly be green.
Green. That would be good.
Yeah. Doubles with camouflage.
Yeah. But on a special occasion, wear a purple.
Yeah. But what I did notice about myself, I reckon, recently, which is kind of why I picked up this question, is I feel like I am the epitome of, what's that say? I can't remember who it is. I'm going to say it was Bill Gates. I have no idea. And he said, find your laziest worker and give them the difficult task, and they'll show you how to do it 10 times faster and a more efficient way, right? Because I feel like I get invested in trying to find a more efficient way of doing anything. I'll be like as simple as something like when I go home, previously, it's actually not in my current place, but in my old apartment, I would unhook the fob on my keys to swipe the gate to like let my car through. And like before I'd even spent one night there, I had pre-thought ahead of time of how I'm going to like optimize getting my keys off that hook so that, you know, it just cut down on a bit of time, you know? And like, obviously I think that's why I love Excel so much is because that program is designed to do something manual. You could do something manual, but this program has a million different ways to automate what you're going to do.
Yeah. I would say even with efficiency based on laziness, even the setup that we have in this, I'm going to say studio, but I mean spare bedroom, for our podcast is we can record a podcast with a single click. Yeah. If we want a backup recording, that is a second click. Yeah. If I could work out how to make them the same click, I would. And now there's a new update for the deck that we have, which might mean that we can do the video record in the same click. Yeah. Very excited about that.
Yeah, exactly.
So we've got this down. Obviously, we don't edit, so that's a biggie.
Yeah.
We've got this down to be as lazy as possible to a single click recording.
Yeah. But so I think the thing is if the world had the same personality as me, there would be a lot of certain efficiencies, right, that might not exist. Some just the smallest efficiencies that you wouldn't believe. It's totally worthless for anybody to actually implement, but my version of the world, everybody with my personality, there would be things for that. But the thing is, once I've worked that efficiency out, if there is still a requirement to like put more effort into it, I just won't do it and I'll get bored of it. So I like Excel, but I hate data entry. And sometimes I'll get something super efficient, but it still requires data entry. And that is like the bane of my existence. Yeah. So I feel like there would be some things. We'd have flying cars, but like you couldn't like fill up your petrol because nobody's manning the stations because that's a boring job. You know, like,
or just even like if there was an accident in the flying car and they're like, all right, who was this sold to and when? Like, oh, we didn't keep a record of that.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you know how boring that is? Oh my God.
Super boring. Yeah. If we had the records, we could make that super efficient. But getting them in the first place, unbelievably annoying. Or maybe you would just scan stuff. Everything you would just scan. You crash into somebody, you both just scan each other's scanner, and that transfers all the details. So efficient.
Yeah, that's good.
Shouldn't I be running the world, Camo? Think about this. Yeah. Think about it.
Okay.
You're not thinking about it. Think about having a scanner. You just scan stuff and it just does things.
Can I say build the scanner into a phone? I don't want to carry two things.
Obviously, Kev. Obviously, it's your phone. Yeah. But also, it's your car.
Oh,
efficiency. And your house. Oh my God, it's a Tesla. They practically exist. Anyway, okay, here's another one. This is by I'm going to skip the other ones a bit, maybe. Or maybe whatever. This is by Furious Steve _1.
I like the sound of him.
A mysterious man approaches you, offering $1,000 if you can make him laugh. What's your joke? Mysterious man approaches you, offering $1,000 if you can make him laugh. What's your joke?
I just want to say this didn't sound that furious.
Yeah,
Maybe he's calmed down.
He has calmed down since. Yeah.
God, I don't think I have a go-to joke. The problem is, I think that we're witty enough.
Yeah.
But I think that we're very good conversationally.
Yeah. I need like a long conversation with him.
Yeah, I'd need to strike up a conversation. I don't have a back pocket joke ready to go.
Yeah.
You know.
Imagine this, man. It's scanners everywhere. Yeah.
And like,
that was funny a second ago, Cambo. Can't put that into a joke.
You've said it there.
Yeah.
Dry reaction.
Dry reaction. Even I thought that was
And
shit.
even like, so much of it comes down to personality. Like, I love stand-up comedy. And I'm sure there are routines that I could probably remember.
Yeah.
John Mulaney has a very funny one about how weird the movie Back to the Future is if you really think about it.
Yeah.
I'm not John Mulaney though. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
A lot of John Mulaney is his delivery, his presence, everything about him.
Yeah.
So if I say
so much involved in it.
so much involved. James Acaster is a great example. He's a very unique comedian. I find him hilariously funny. If I were to do his routine, wouldn't work at all. I'm not James Acaster. He's got a very specific way of talking. A very very weird tonality. Even the way he looks is very specific.
Yeah, yeah.
You know,
But
I try it.
I always think about there's a Jerry Seinfeld sketch, and I remember totally pissing myself laughing once on the bus. I was laughing so much that I had to, and I was trying to like control it. Yeah. But I must have looked like I was having a fit or something because I'm trying to hold in these bursts of laughter. I actually had to just turn it off. Turn off my MP3 player. It was a while ago. And and it's about kids and candy. He said, you know, the idea of candy of a kid, like it's amazing, you know, and that's why you have to warn kids about taking candy from strangers. They're like, I don't care what he's going to do to me. He's got candy. I'm going to go. And then so the concept of Halloween is mind-boggling. Who's giving away candy? Everyone we know is just giving away candy. That's exactly how he says it.
You even went a bit Seinfeldy there in
You
your
have to.
delivery.
You have
had
to.
the Seinfeld like waver of the voice.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Yeah. But that is
You know
hilarious.
that famous Seinfeld quote, what do you mean?
What do you mean?
Bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Yeah, but delivery is difficult. Here's I think how I'd end up doing it, right? I would say, hey, give me the $1,000 or I will kill you.
Yeah.
And they go, just joking. And then what do people do in that natural reaction? They go, yeah. Didn't have to be a serious found it funny.
This is great.
Just had to make him laugh.
Doesn't have to be a genuine reaction to comedy. People laugh when they're uncomfortable.
When they're uncomfortable. Yeah. Say you're going to kill him and then just say, it's a joke.
Yeah.
You go, yeah.
Yeah, that's good. You're going for the uncomfortable laugh.
Mm-hmm. I'm just $1,000 rich. I can't wait. I've decided.
Yeah, like if you were just like, give me all your clothes right now. I'm sure like, what?
Yeah. Something awkward like that.
Yeah. Because we're not funny.
Yeah.
People laugh at this show through uncomfortableness.
I do.
Yeah. People sit in their cars going,
yeah. I don't think so.
I spoke so long about Aussie slang. That's so weird.
I think the people that listen to this show have that part in their brain that doesn't function properly when it comes to hilarity.
Yeah. If you've ever laughed at anything we've said on this show,
go get yourself checked out. You could have a serious mental condition.
It depends because we tend to make each other giggle a lot through very dumb things. So if you're the guy, I'm in, and vice versa, I would say.
Exactly.
That would be a freebie. You'd be like, you never got to guess.
Yeah.
If you make me laugh, here's $1,000. I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah.
I do this all the time.
Maybe one day I'll offer that to you, Camber.
Great.
I probably won't. It's ridiculous. Why would I need to laugh so badly that I'm willing to offer you $1,000? Honestly, I could be like, hey, Camber, make me laugh. Here's $20 if you do it.
Nelson,
that's enough.
Don't presume to know the future.
Yeah.
We'll cross the bridge of $1,000 to make you laugh when we come to it.
That's true. There could be an extenuating circumstance where I really, really need to laugh. They say it's the best medicine. Yeah. Maybe I'm on my deathbed. And I'm saying, Cambo, please make me laugh. I want to survive. And you say, not unless you give me $1,000.
You've got the respirator going.
Yeah.
Cambo, make me laugh.
Yeah.
And that's how it begins. It's like that.
Okay. It's good. You just play me episode. I'm like, I don't have that long. Okay, let's get into today advice. So now it's time for Today I Learned. What the intro to that? Today I Learned. And also sometimes advice. This Today I Learned is by Overshock 2610. Today I learned Texas didn't have safety regulations on natural gas until after a school blew up and killed hundreds of children. Nobody was held accountable, but they passed strict regulations afterwards. It was so bad that even Hitler sent a letter of condolence.
Oh. But he was like, gassing people.
Oh my God. I didn't even think about that. That's so horrible. Oh my God. But yeah,
I'd like to apologize to all of our listeners for that distasteful joke.
Oh my God. I mean, yeah, I did not even put that together.
You didn't make that connection.
I was just thinking about the fact that like
even he was like, that's pretty bad.
You know when you fucked up when Hitler is like, oh, you've really done something bad there. Yeah,
those deaths could have been avoided. I'm saying that as Hitler.
Yeah. Me.
It's funny that this can happen, and I hate to get political on you, Nelson, so I won't. And let's move on.
Okay.
But let's say let's do the version of this maybe with a subject everyone's happy to talk about: gun control.
Yeah.
Australia didn't have gun control.
Yeah.
Until a particularly bad mass shooting.
Yeah.
In which a lot of people died. Mm-hmm. And then we did.
Yeah.
Similar to this gas explosion.
Yeah, that's right. Mm-hmm.
So it can be done.
Yeah. It's kind of funny that hasn't happened.
Hasn't happened. Yeah.
After like many mass shootings.
When we had that one mass shooting.
Yeah.
And they were like, probably give us the guns then.
Yeah.
It hasn't happened again. Is the other weird one, isn't it?
That's weird.
Yeah.
That's weird. What a coincidence that is.
And nothing more.
Oh boy. Yeah. Okay, here's another one. I just thought that was crazy, so I wanted to bring that up. Here's another. It's good.
This is the pace we should be doing this show.
This one's going to be short, so here we go. This is by Mooey Peep. To all my fellow... This is kind of in advice,
okay.
And I think it's like giving advice.
Okay, yep, great. I'd love to hear some advice.
To all my fellow unattractive people, listen up, Kempo. Yep. I'm
going to turn your microphone up so I can really hear this. Go ahead.
I've come to the realization that complaining about being unattractive, whether it's about your height or weight or nose, will only make you even more unattractive. Life's too short to be sad over petty things anyway. Love yourself. I love you.
They don't even know me. I made that really distasteful Hitler joke.
I think they might not love you.
100%. Mm-hmm. The most attractive thing is confidence.
Yes, that's what I was going to say.
Yeah.
I was like, this is what it's just leading to.
I would say objectively,
yeah,
Russell Brand isn't actually that attractive.
Yeah.
He's very skinny. He's got kind of like an upward pointing nose, very gaunt.
Yeah.
But he's so charismatic and so confident.
Yeah.
That he is incredibly sexy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
Like, I'm not saying he's an ugly guy.
Yeah.
But he's not, he's not like a male model Brad Pitt kind of,
Yeah.
He's a pretty average looking dude.
Yeah.
But he's got extreme confidence, and that is very attractive.
Yeah. I do wish I was so attractive that the confidence came with that, because you still have to be, while confidence is key, it's definitely more difficult for somebody that's less attractive.
Nelson, that's when you feign confidence.
Well, that's the point.
And you're walking in barrel chested being like, what's going on, everyone? Everyone's like, I love Nelson. Look at him. What a guy. Yeah. And then they walk away and you go, oh God. What if they reject me?
Yeah. But absolutely. I do think it's funny because quite often on this show, even just a little while ago, we were speaking about how we're really not funny and people have mental problems that listen to the show.
Yeah.
And I think we actually probably, I feel like maybe we go about it a slightly different way than others do, or at least I hope so. Mm-hmm. But I think it can just relate to other things, right?
Yeah.
Where it's like, actually, if you talk down to yourself enough, it can just be like annoying and grinding. That
also, it depends how you do it. If you're genuinely doing it, then
Yeah.
I think that is unattractive. We're quite self-deprecating.
Yeah.
I think that's fine because I think self-deprecation comes from being quite confident.
Oh, yeah. That's
know what I
true.
mean?
Wear shit.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like I think if you're like if you're making fun of yourself, like I have quite stumpy short little fingers, right?
Yeah.
That's just a natural
I
fact.
call you Cambo Stumpy Short Shit Fingers.
Yeah, exactly. I'm completely comfortable with that fact, and I'm still confident in myself, so I can very securely make fun of my weird little kid hands that I have. You know what I mean?
You also can laugh at all the people who say, "Oh, if your hand's bigger than your face, you've got cancer."
Yeah.
And you don't even need to put your hand up to your face because you're like, "I know.
Yeah.
I have short, stubby fingers.
Yeah.
So joke's on you. I'm cancer free."
Also, even if they got me, right?
Yeah.
And I put my hand up my face and they hit my hand into my face, it's so small it wouldn't hurt.
It's just it wouldn't even hurt.
But see, that self-deprecating joke,
Yeah.
it's because I don't care. I still feel
Yeah.
confident about my hands.
It's weird that you're crying though. You sound cheerful, but I can
And
tell.
that's
all
why we
the
do an audio
listeners
medium so
you
no one
are
can
crying.
tell I'm crying.
Yeah.
I'm crying constantly through this podcast.
I like the idea that both of us we start the podcast with a few 3 deep breaths.
Sometimes we get like the comments or emails. Why
yeah.
don't you guys do a video podcast? This is why.
Yeah.
You'll see the crying.
We've just got mascara coming down. Don't know why we wear it. Don't know why we wear it.
If
honestly.
anything, it accentuates the crying.
Yeah. It's not a visual medium.
Because we apply it for the show.
Anywho, love yourself, guys.
Yep.
You're attractive.
And also
no matter
love us,
what.
please. We need it.
We so need it. Okay, but let's get into shower thoughts.
Shower thoughts, shower thoughts, shower thoughts, shower thoughts.
Nelson, if you're looking at tightening up the show, shower thoughts is a great subject for this because so often we have so little to say about this.
Yeah, that's true. Do you know, though, sometimes it surprised me. I always put extra shower thoughts just in case. One, they're easier to find. And two, just in case.
Just in case.
But sometimes we'll go off on a tangent.
Not this episode.
Oh, no. Okay, this one was
Pick
by...
your worst shower thoughts, please.
This is by... don't upvote this, but... old TV static was a lot scarier for horror movies than HDMI 1 not connected.
It is scarier for old horror movies. HDMI not connected is scary in an office environment.
Yeah.
If you're trying to set something up and you've got that blue screen,
Yeah.
at least static would be white noise.
Yeah,
a bit calming.
Be a bit calming for people, but with no noise whatsoever. Everybody's looking at you.
And normally, if that's coming up in an office environment, it's being projected.
Yeah. I think it might be good in a mystery movie, because even though it might not be part of the story, you'll be thinking, what was meant to be plugged in there? Yeah. A DVD player, perhaps? A PlayStation?
Is it
Who
time
knows?
to do a horror movie, but with all of the outdated tropes modernized?
Yeah.
So, like, Killer calls the house phone, and they're like, "That's so. Why would they?" I'm not.
Nobody
gonna answer
picks
that.
it up. Unplugs it from the wall. Oh my God. I can't believe we've still got this plugged in. I don't even know our number.
Cut the phone line. It's fine. I got my mobile. It's fine. It's not a problem.
And then they call the mobile and it's a private number and you're like, nah. don't like to enter those on the weekend.
There's some like creepy old nursery rhyme playing, like a da, 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 da. Like, what is this? Get Shazam out. You're like, that's interesting.
Oh, cool. You find the remix version. Here's another one, Cambo. We're moving on.
Sorry.
This is by Lex Drillo.
Sorry, that name's not funny.
It's not even funny.
I don't know why it tickled me so.
A duck army is an army, a navy, and an air force combined. It's cool.
I reckon I could still take them though. Like compared to a real army, not a chance.
Yeah.
Even with those three combined.
How many though? There's gonna be a lot of ducks in the world. I reckon the ducks would outnumber
But how many
the
ducks?
army soldiers.
But how many ducks can a single person take?
Yeah. But like
It needs to be. That's the equation we need to. Then we know whether we're in trouble here with the ducks.
yeah, okay. Here's the thing.
Yeah.
I know neither of us have any idea about the numbers of
Yeah.
these things, but we're going to guess.
We're gonna vibe it out.
We're going to vibe it out.
Yeah,
Thank
yeah,
you.
yeah,
Guess was almost too accurate.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're
Guess,
gonna vibe it
guess
out.
indicates some working out in your mind, but not precisely vibing.
Yeah.
It's loosey-goosey, baby.
That
Or
is
loosey-ducky,
loosey-goosey.
I guess.
Loosey ducky. So just vibing this out.
Yeah.
How many soldiers do you think there are in the world combined?
In the
all
world.
countries?
But because there's so many armies that I reckon have more than you think, like China.
Yeah. They are ready to deploy literally everyone.
Yeah. North Korea.
Yeah,
I think that's a whole nation probably that you would maybe be able to enlist.
Yeah, there's a lot suppressed there too. Though. It's 50% an army, the other 50%
are suppressed.
What's literally the opposite of that?
Being suppressed by the army.
Yeah.
I have no idea. There's
Would we go as
7 to
high
8
as-
billion on the earth.
Right. So would we go as high as 1 million?
Yes. Oh, yeah. I think so.
1 million
Yeah.
people.
Yeah, I think certainly. Yeah.
Million. So yeah.
I mean, let's bring up China again. 1 billion people in China.
Yeah.
So I would say they probably don't have 1 million, but they would be getting close to that.
You reckon they'd be
already,
getting close to that just in soldier numbers? Okay.
And the US military is quite large as well. One of the biggest in the world.
Yeah,
Russia
yeah.
as well. I think you'd get over 1 million.
They would have, maybe hundreds of thousands of them.
Is your next
but
question?
maybe like 1 to 2 million.
Yeah.
Let's say.
Okay, yep.
Let's say 2 million.
Yep. Sure.
How many ducks in the world?
How many ducks in the world? And I don't want to be skewed because there must be regions of the world with no ducks.
Yeah.
See?
Yeah.
But everyone's got an army, presumably.
Yeah.
Of some description. We live in a pretty duck-heavy nation.
Except Switzerland, Canberra, they do nothing.
Yeah, nothing. Or Sweden.
We don't know.
We live in quite a duck-heavy section of the world. Mm-hmm. Billion?
Yeah.
Billion ducks? Are you vibing about a bill?
Am I vibing a bill? I'm not sure if I'm vibing. Oh, yeah, maybe. In the whole world, 1 billion ducks. Yeah, let's go with it.
Okay.
1 billion ducks.
Versus
so then,
2 million. Oh, that's...
oh,
the
somebody
ducks.
did a math on this.
The ducks...
They do outnumber
They
us.
do out... We're vibing.
Yeah,
the ducks outnumber us.
Pretty significantly.
Pretty significantly.
Yeah. Even if they just dive bombed on you, kamikaze style. I think, and I know what you're thinking, Cambo. Oh, swim out to an island. Yeah. No, they can get there too. Underground.
Via their Navy
Everything.
or Air Force.
Yeah.
And once they're there, they turn into the army.
Yeah, that's right. You can't get away from it.
Yeah. But here's
We
the thing.
should be weaponizing ducks.
Here's the thing, and I feel confident to say this. Ducks wouldn't. They wouldn't dare.
Oh my God.
They wouldn't. They don't have the capability to organize
Cambo.
this.
Do not stir the pot. we can't afford the chance that they will. I know it's a small percentage chance, but it's not a 0% chance. And you
Ducks are cowards.
most
Ducks are cowards.
Oh my God. If there's any ducks,
If they were so
if
good,
there are any ducks listening,
if they were so
Cambo
good,
does not speak on the behalf of the human race.
if they were so good, they'd be swans.
oh my God. You know what? Swans are amphibian as well.
I don't know.
All we need to do is ally with the swans. Yeah, you know what? Fuck you, ducks. Bring it on.
Yeah.
We've got swan friends. Heard of Swan Lake? It's a ballet. There's no duck lake. There's no duck related ballet, you
Yeah.
idiots. Anyway, oh God. Glad we got out of that one. All right, Cam, I think we should move to podnapping.
Oh my God, I'm being podnapped.
Podnapping.
This is Podnapping, where we nap a pod. We take a topic of some conversation or a segment from another podcast
Or TV show.
or TV show. I should definitely add that in there because it's mainly from TV shows now.
At the moment, yeah.
Yeah, and we do it ourselves.
Yeah, eventually it'll be books, I guess.
Maybe.
So this is a podnap based on a staple of Australian TV called Spicks and Specks.
Yep.
Or as I've misspelled it
no.
here, Spikes and Specks.
Oh, Spikes and Specks. Oh God, I'm so bad at music trivia, Cambo.
Won't be a problem.
Okay, fantastic.
Won't be a problem. I actually do have another Spikes and Specks thing that I think we should try, which is the singing the songs based on random books. We'll leave that for a future.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one. Yeah.
But this
is bad at that
is
too.
specifically a segment that they did, and I essentially copied it. They were more music based. I did it a little more broadly, though there are a lot of musicians listed here.
Okay.
It's to do with famous celebrity items being sold.
Okay.
So what I'm going to do, I've got 4 different rounds, let's say.
Yep.
Each has 3 items that someone has purchased from a celebrity.
Okay.
And I want you to tell me the most, what you think sold for the most, the second most, and the least.
Okay.
Make sense?
Yep. Okay.
You'll get it as we play either way.
Yep.
The first 3 items, you need to rank them from what sold at the highest to the lowest.
Yeah.
A China teacup stamped with Lady Gaga's lipstick.
Oh, okay.
Britney Spears' used pregnancy test.
Oh my God. Okay. Yeah.
And Scarlett Johansson's snotty tissue. These are all items that have sold,
Okay.
mainly on eBay.
Yeah.
What sold for the most? What sold for the least?
Okay. The Britney Spears pregnancy test, I need to think about consciously. This obviously would have been sold around the time
Yep.
that she had a
Yep.
baby.
Peak Britney mania.
Peak Britney mania. So I think that
As she
actually...
was kind of having her problems in the media.
Yeah. It's like she's on her way out of the...
Zeitgeist.
Sure. Good word. So I kind of want to put that up there. Did you say Cher? Sorry, who did the teacup? Who's the teacup?
Lady Gaga.
Oh, Lady Gaga. Yeah. Close
And
enough.
I'm gonna give you this bit of information, though I don't think it'll necessarily help you. One sold for significantly more than the other 2.
Okay. I don't know. I'm gonna go with the Britney Spears number 1, and then I'm gonna go the Lady Gaga teacup, and then I'm gonna go the thingy, the last one.
You've got all 3 of them wrong.
Oh no.
The one that sold for the least
Yeah.
was Britney Spears' used pregnancy test.
Right.
Sold for $5,000.
Okay.
Scarlett Johansson's snotty tissue
Yeah.
sold for $5,300. So only just a bit more.
Okay.
A China teacup stamped with Lady Gaga's lipstick kiss. What do you think that sold for?
Probably a lot of money, because I do think that there it is, in a weird way, of those 3 items. And this is how I should have
I'll give you this
about
bit of
it.
information. It did
Yeah.
come with matching saucer from the set.
Right. See, that's cool. Like, I actually think that's kind of a cool keepsake. And I'm annoyed I didn't think about that as part of my rationale. Because if I just like had that on a cabinet, I'd be like, check that out. It's got Lady Gaga. Like, it's kind of cool thing.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's say quite a bit more. Let's just say $70,000.
I'm going to give that to you. $75,000.
Oh my God, that was so close. That was amazing.
I would have given you within the 10.
Yeah. Oh my, that was like such a random number to pull out. I'm totally, yeah. Okay.
Here are your next 3 items.
Yep.
Elvis Presley's Bible.
Okay.
Elvis Presley's unwashed underwear.
Oh.
And John Lennon's molar.
Oh, okay. That's weird. Oh boy. I'm going to use the logic that I didn't use on the last one, which is I think the Bible is the thing to be able to actually hold on. And
Put in
kind
a
of
display
cool-
case.
Put in
something
a
like that,
display
right?
case.
Yep.
So I'll put that one at the top.
Yep.
Then John Lennon's bowler and Elvis Presley's
Unwashed
underwear.
underwear.
I'll put. I don't know. It's tricky to say if Elvis Presley is more or less desirable than John Lennon. I'm going to say.
Depends what country you're in, I suppose.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's a good point.
As Richie did, it's in every country.
I'll say John Lennon and then Elvis Presley. Oh!
Got them in the right order. Well done.
Yes.
John Lennon's, so I'll start at the bottom actually. Elvis's unwashed underwear, $8,000.
Okay.
John Lennon's molar, $31,000.
Whoa. Okay.
What do you think Elvis Presley's Bible sold?
$75,000. No, I'm just joking. Wait. That was my joke guess. Obviously. Let's see, it was also a trick camera. I know it now. I know it's not $75,000. Bible. Oh, is there going to be some crazy Christian that
Again,
spent a gazillion?
I'll give it to you within 10K.
Okay. Let's go. I think it's going to be less than a teacup. So let's say 50.
$94,000.
Oh my Lord. Because of the Bible.
Yes. Here are your next 3 items. These are all fairly similar in price.
Oh, damn it.
Katy Perry's trampoline.
That's so weird.
Ronald Reagan's blood.
Oh, okay.
And Russell Crowe's leather jockstrap from the movie Cinderella Man.
Wow. Okay. Quick question.
Mm-hmm.
Do you reckon you use Katy Perry's trampoline if you bought it?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, just wondering.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if you also put that in just like a bigger display case.
Huge display case. Depends what, if it's I'm picturing full-size recreational.
it could be one of those.
But yeah, like a little gym.
Exercise,
Yeah, a little gym
yeah.
trampoline. That it's like you could put 2 feet on it and not much else.
Yeah. Okay. I'm going to put the blood last because I think that's super weird.
Mm-hmm.
Then I'm going to put, I guess I'll put the jockstrap first and the trampoline second. Oh, no.
You do have one right.
Okay.
The blood was last.
Blood last. Yeah.
Ronald Reagan's blood sold for $3,550.
Okay.
You had them the wrong way around, the last 2.
Okay.
Katy Perry's trampoline sold for $5,000.
Oh.
And Russell Crowe's leather jockstrap from the movie Cinderella Man sold for $6,500, specifically to the TV show Last Week Tonight.
Wait, isn't that the order that I put it in?
I thought you did the other way.
Didn't I say jockstrap number 1? I think that's what I did. Yeah.
Let's check.
It's because I
we'll
went.
check with the sound effects.
I went. I lowest, and then I went highest, and then I went
okay.
middle. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure that's what I did.
Maybe.
No, in my head, that's
what you
order
thought.
that
Yeah.
I did it.
You may have.
Yeah.
Again, we're slipping at the end of the show.
Yeah. Nobody's listening at this point.
Who cares about Katy Perry's trampoline? These are the last set of items.
Yeah.
And I'll say again, one is significantly more than the other.
Okay.
Marilyn Monroe's chest x-ray.
Okay.
J.K. Rowling's magic chair, the chair she wrote Harry Potter.
Okay.
And John Wayne's toupee.
Ooh. I think the toupee is kind of cool.
You know what I find really funny about John Wayne?
Mm-hmm.
He's often seen as the macho icon of like manly men.
Yeah.
But he's as Hollywood as they get. He wore a toupee. He wore lifts in his shoes to look taller. Like
Yeah.
everything about him was an insecure man.
Yeah. Okay, let's go the J.K. Rowling chair as last because I think that's boring. The chest
Marilyn
X-ray.
Monroe's chest x-ray.
Yeah, it could be a weird.
This did sell, I should say, further ago, Marilyn Monroe, big sexy
Right.
icon. It sold, I
So-
believe, while she was still alive.
So we're accounting for inflation.
And
I'm
this
assuming?
would be, I suppose, the 1950s, 60s way of seeing her breasts.
Well, yeah,
essentially.
that's what I was. That's what I assumed.
It's a
that it
very
was
creepy
for.
thing to have sold.
Yeah.
So J.K. Rowling's chair.
Yeah.
What do you put number 2?
Oh God. Let's go. Oh, let's go. Oh, I don't want to do it, but I'm gonna say. So chair, then
Yep.
John Wayne's thing,
Yep.
then Marilyn Monroe. And isn't the top 2 switched?
No, you've got them all.
Oh, okay. That's fine. I feel more
least
comfortable with that.
Was John Wayne's toupee.
Okay.
So for $6,250.
Yeah.
The next was Marilyn Monroe's chest x-ray.
Oh, okay.
So
right.
for $45,000.
Yeah, okay.
How much do you think J.K. Rowling's magic chair, which she wrote Harry Potter, she had carved stuff into it as well. It was sold for charity auction.
Okay.
She had carved, I think it says magic chair
Oh, right.
on
yeah.
it. It was an old chair hand me down in her family, I believe.
Right.
She wrote a bunch of the Harry Potter books on it. Sold at auction.
Yeah. Selling for charity, I think, increases the value as well.
Yeah, I see that.
Because I reckon if you're buying Marilyn Monroe's X-ray,
You're
chest
not doing
X-ray,
that for charity.
It's not a charity
You're doing that
thing.
for creepy reasons.
Yeah.
Look at this, fellas. Hubba hubba.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry, how much did you say the X-ray was? 30 something?
45,000.
Oh, 45. Okay. Let's just assume this is the most in anything you've given me, and I'll say $1 million. Oh.
$394,000.
Oh, it was the most expensive.
It was
thing.
the most expensive.
But
For a chair. It doesn't even look that good a chair.
yeah, yeah.
Because, again, I hate to always bring back the display case as the analogy.
Yeah.
You could put it in a display case, I guess, but I feel like it's a less interesting thing to have around, you know.
Yeah.
Whereas something like the toupee or the teacup like that is just an interesting little object. To be like, it's a weird little part of history.
Yeah.
A chair is slightly too big. Once things are too big, I feel like they become weird and cumbersome.
Yeah. Like a trampoline.
Like a trampoline. They're good for bouncing.
Yeah. Cool.
That was Spikes and Specks.
Spikes and Specks. Can't get us on the copyright for that one, jerks. Yeah, that was good. That was good. All right. Now we can get into the Ask Me Anything, where listeners of the show, just like you, listener, can write in and ask us anything you want.
Go on here from Hazza. Do we want to be like a radio station and start saying alert listener? I feel like that's a very radio thing. Alert listener Hazza.
Oh, really? Yeah. Oh, yeah, I see what you mean. No.
No. Some chick Hazza.
Yeah.
She begins. Gentlemen cunts.
Yeah.
I'm happy as ever to add to the backlog of emails. My question for this week is, have you heard of any bad rumors or stereotypes about certain US states? Not trying to stir something up, just honestly curious if they differ than what we tell ourselves in the States.
Right.
Someone once asked me if we eat potatoes with everything in Ohio, but they mixed up Ohio with Idaho. Amateurs.
Idiots.
I was happy to inform her that we eat corn instead. Actually, my dad grew up on a 100-acre corn farm. You wouldn't be able to guess if you met him, though.
Yeah.
Love you guys, Hazza. Hazza, I don't want to ruin your illusion too much about how the rest of the world sees America.
Yeah.
But it's mainly as California and New York, with Texas somewhere there in the
Yeah,
middle.
that is unbelievably accurate.
So the potato thing, we had no idea about.
No idea about that.
No idea
I
about.
do think if you really think about it, you can. You know, it's nothing like off the top of your head. But so as for instance, I feel like Alabama, I've heard is kind
Very
of like
southern,
like inbreeding family is kind of the
yeah. And we know the
What
middle
we got
of the
from-
country, the Bible Belt, a bit religious-y.
bit religious-y. See, I would say, Texas,
Yep.
I see as quite religious-y. Particularly because I remember one friend of mine moved there with her family.
Yeah, we both know the same person. And I
Yeah.
think I know the story you may be about to tell.
Probably, yeah. She ended up like meeting some people at her daughter's school, and one lady came up, sat down next to her, and was like, "Oh, lovely to meet you." Blah blah blah.
Struck out quite a conversation.
Quite a conversation. She said, "Oh, which church do you go to?" And she said, "Oh, we don't go to church." The lady stood up, didn't say anything, and walked away.
Yeah.
Just totally cut her off.
And then continued never to talk to her.
Never spoke to her ever again.
Yeah.
I was like, that is an insane level that you just would not find in Australia, anywhere in
But
Australia.
I would say similar to, most of the world that knows Australia is mainly Sydney with some other bits maybe.
Yeah.
And a big rock in the middle.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
I think that I don't know that many stereotypes about American states specifically.
I've
If it's
got another
in
one.
Pennsylvania, M. Night Shyamalan's films are always set in Pennsylvania for some reason.
Yeah.
That's a weird one, I know.
Florida, I would say old people.
Old
but
people
also
and weirdos.
Weirdos.
Yeah,
the
yeah.
Florida man thing.
Yeah.
But I reckon that seemed only recent to me. But it used to be, I think, more so like, just old
Yeah,
people. live
based
there.
mainly, I think, on like Seinfeld episodes where his parents always
Yeah.
lived in Florida.
That's true, yeah. He did. In fact, another brought it up again, that same stand-up special I was listening to.
Yep.
He says, in Florida, you see people with the left indicator on, they call that an eventual left. It was, can I just state, it was funnier when he did it.
Ohio, the only thing I know about Ohio, I think there's a Rock and Roll Hall of Fame and Drew Carey's from there.
Oh, okay.
Maybe
Yeah.
I'm thinking of Idaho.
Yeah, maybe.
But I remember at the end of the Drew Carey show, do you remember the Drew Carey show?
Yeah.
At the end of the song, he stood up on the back of a truck and he went, Ohio, Ohio.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's true. I do remember that. Otherwise, I don't know. Well, I think New York, as I've pointed out once before, New York, from an outsider perspective, is just the city.
Yep.
It's not really, we don't see it as anything else.
Yeah.
You know?
I know there is upstate New York
Yeah.
that is like, I guess, more residential or where the X-Mansion is in the X-Men.
Yeah.
We just assume it's all city.
It's all
the
city.
way.
Yeah.
We know that is Manhattan. We
Yeah.
understand that, but you don't understand that New York is Manhattan.
Yeah.
They are interchangeable in the mind of most people outside of America.
Yeah.
Here's a question for you, maybe controversial, stirring this pot.
Yeah.
What state would you feel most comfortable not being shot in a crime?
Feel not comfortable.
So
What?
most comfortable to not be shot in a crime.
Oh, most comfortable to not.
See, Ohio seems safe to me.
Yeah, you don't. Yeah,
I'm
no,
like,
no,
you know,
sure.
I don't think there's that much
What's-
crime there.
Yeah,
Florida out of the question now because of
Yeah.
all the Florida man stories, obviously.
Yeah. I mean, I would think maybe it is like California. Oh no, maybe not. I was gonna say L.A. Which is obviously the city, but
Yeah.
the stereotype of that I know is like homelessness.
Yeah.
I would say, which I know
Birthplace
exists
of gangster rap, mate.
But yeah, right. Yeah.
NWA came out of Compton.
Yeah.
Straight out of Compton.
California also maybe more like LGBT accepting.
Yep.
I'd say
Yeah, left leaning.
left leaning, obviously, and that's
Plus all the actors are
and like
there.
Silicon Valley. I sort of get like I think about that as
Yep.
well. Anyway, those are some of them.
Anyway, tell us
How'd
how
we do?
our impressions
Yeah,
are
yeah.
of your fair country.
You know what? Hawaii.
What about New Mexico? Seems fine.
It's new.
Setting of Breaking Bad.
Yeah, yeah,
So you never know.
yeah.
Seems fine.
Hawaii for least place to get
Yeah,
shot.
yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't know.
No, I agree with that.
Yeah.
Because it's the least American place.
It sort of does seem like that.
It's literally detached from the country.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, I think that's it. Here's another one. This is by Super Slime. Halla da, gentlemen. I think that's cunty gentleman in Swedish. Okay, I will stop with the Swedish now. I would like to be a fuckhead podcast listener.
Ooh, you hate to hear it.
You hate to hear it. But I can't because I listen to another Reddit-based podcast.
You hate to hear it.
Oh boy, this is
Not often do we do the buzzer on people that write in.
well, we've done it. Okay, anyway. But I am doing what I can, except stop listening. I always listen to number one. I always listen to the Reddit on Reddit first, even if it means waiting for it to release every week. Oh, we could just not release it, can't we? Then he wouldn't listen to the other one. But also not ours. Yeah, gotta find a better loophole than that. Number two, I will ask for an Aussie nickname. Okay. Number three, I have never interacted with the other podcast more than listen. But we know that to be incorrect. Yeah. You maybe not more so, but you have interacted with them.
Nelson.
Oh my God.
You hate to hear it.
Hey, Camber, what is the complete opposite of a fucking podcast listener? Because I think we got one.
It's Erasmus.
Oh, okay. Number four, I won't even name the other podcast.
Yeah, good.
Okay, good. Number five, I gave you a plug in a book I'm writing. All right. we'll accept that one too. yeah.
When it hits the bestsellers list, you get an extra ding. You get one ding for we love the effort.
Yeah.
But you will get an extra ding when it hits the bestseller list.
When it's on Oprah's recommended book list.
That is, we like to say that if someone becomes a fuckhead podcast listener through one way, we brick that way up so no one else can do it.
You can't
So
do it.
if you get your book on Oprah's book club, you will be a fuckhead podcast listener.
Yeah.
But if someone does that before you, that way is close to you.
Get on there quick. So to some questions. Number 1, can I have an Aussie nickname? Sure, why not? Number 2, if yes, if yes on question 1, what is it? So his name is Rasmus, but you can also
It'd be Razza.
make one on his internet name, Super Slime. Razza. Yeah.
Would you meet Razza down at the pub?
Obviously.
Yeah.
Razza's pretty good. You could even go Razzo.
Razzo. It's closer to Rizzo from Greece than I'm
That is
comfortable with
true.
for an
Yeah,
Australian nickname.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with the
Razza.
name Rizzo. It's just not iconically Australian.
Yeah. Razzie. Yeah. Even Razzie, sort of.
Yeah.
It's actually
well, we knew someone that we called
Razzie, but their last name was literally
yeah.
Razzie. Yeah.
but it sounds like a nickname.
Yeah, it sounds
So
like
it worked.
Australian.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good name to Australian.
I don't want people to try and point out that we name all of Australian nicknames Hazza, Razza.
Yeah, but sort of.
Yeah. That's not us. That's the culture we were born and bred in.
Yeah. How about Super Slime? Zoopy.
Zoopy? Slimo.
Slimo. Yeah. Zoopy Slimo. Okay, number 3. Can I... Oh, no. Oh, no.
Nelson, am I going to hate to hear this?
Get the... ready. Can I become a fuckhead podcast listener?
Now, I don't want to accuse poor Razza of listening to the other Reddit podcast too much.
Yeah.
But we have made one thing abundantly clear about the Fuckhead Podcast Listener program.
Yeah.
And it is a program.
Yeah.
There's one way
Yeah.
in which you definitely won't be made a Fuckhead Podcast Listener, and that is by asking to become one.
Can't ask for it.
There are
Can't ask for it.
simple rules.
We might allow an imply,
imply away.
but a straight out asking for it.
Yep. I would say Vamp has been implying very heavily.
Yeah.
Never asked.
Never ask for it. It skirts a fine line.
I would say the two main rules. Never ask.
Yeah.
And as soon as someone gets in one way, no one else can get in that way.
No one can get in that way. Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless you find the loophole. We're open to loopholes.
Now,
But just definitely not about asking specifically.
yeah. Here's the thing. I would say it's not that Razza is now ineligible, but it has delayed at least 6 months.
Yeah. There's a lot of processing time that you've added on.
You don't understand.
Incidentally.
You don't understand the paperwork.
Yeah.
That it should be 6 months for every time you asked. We will just do it as one.
Yeah.
Every time you ask is 6 months. We're gonna assume this email is one time.
Yeah.
Because it's your first offense.
First offense, I suppose. Yeah.
You hate to hear it.
We don't look. To be honest, the paperwork's real quick. We just hate having to do it.
We put it off.
We put it off.
It's
for
a-
at least 6
It's
months.
an online form, and we tick box it.
Yeah.
Did they ask? Yes.
Yeah. And
Done.
then we press complete, and then that's it. But for every other circumstance, we don't have to do anything. So,
You can understand why it
Yeah.
might take some processing.
God, it's annoying. Cannot stress that enough.
Look, you weren't to know. You were.
But we said it specifically. I kind of.
You're not out, but you are benched.
You're pretty far down the chain. I don't want to discourage you totally, but don't hold your breath.
Yeah.
We said 6 months as a ballpark. Okay.
Look, maybe all will go well, and we'll get it done quicker than 6 months. Look, try again episode 300 in our slang special.
Yeah.
We'll be in a good mood then.
Yeah, exactly.
We're speaking the native tongue. We'll be in a good mood. Don't ask again.
Don't
Ask again.
Oh boy.
But
We have to do
imply.
another form.
Imply. Certainly.
Okay. Anyway, thank you for writing in Raza and Raza and Azza. If you would like to write into us, you can do so. Reddit podcast, READIT podcast at gmail.com. You can also reach us at Facebook, Twitter, and our subreddit. They're all READIT podcast.
Remember to email in if you're fine with it.
If you're fine with it. I can't even remember what that's in regard to yet.
I look forward to those emails.
We'll
There's always at least one person that takes us up on this really dumb thing.
Yeah.
And every time
Everybody
we're
else
like,
is like, oh, it's just a joke.
but every time we get it, we're like, what was this? Rate the show.
Rate the show.
5 stars.
Subscribe.
Yep.
Tell a friend.
Tell a friend is the biggie.
And cook yourself some bolognese pasta.
Oh, that's a new one.
I just thought I'd throw that in there.
Don't mind it.
Everybody do that this week. At least
send in photos.
Send in
Reddit
photos.
podcast separate to your email about whether you're fine with it.
Yeah. If eating bolognese. We'll see how much power we've got going.
And the good news, we've successfully caught up. This isn't a longer episode than usual.
Yeah, thank God.
Well, let's go.
Thanks for listening, and we will read you later.
Okay. All right, we're back, Eden. Are you ready? Do you have your script ready?
Yep, got script right here.
Okay. Cancelled movies. Check. Notes.
Yeah.
Check. Nicolas Cage. That can't be right.
Man, this one is way better than what they did.
All right. I think we're ready. All right. Yep. Trailer guy. Hit it.
That's right. Cambo and Eden are back. This season on Cancelled Movie Report. Nicolas Cage is Superman, and Superman lives.
You know, I was going to play Superman, and that fell apart for whatever the reasons. I was going to turn that character upside down along with Tim Burton.
He's like, I got some directives for you. He's going 3 things. 1, I don't want to see him in that suit. 2, I don't want to see him fly. And 3, he's got to fight a giant spider in the 3rd act.
The first order of business would be to remove whatever's blocking the sun. But apparently, I'm unable to fly, which leaves the question of how to reach that thing.
Peter Jackson's Halo.
So I was like, don't get into a situation where you get offered something really interesting and large and big. And then my agent was like, Peter Jackson wants you to come down and direct Halo. And I was like, yeah, I'm going. Like, I'm in.
Reporting is ordered, sir.
Good to see you, Master Chief. Let me get you up to speed. We're in the shit. So here's what's gonna happen. You're gonna get Cortana off this ship and keep her safe from the enemy.
Sir?
Can I just say, at this moment, this has been non-stop action.
Oh. And it's not going to slow down.
James Cameron's Spider-Man.
At one point, Stan looks at Cameron and says, I hear you like Spider-Man. Cameron's eyes lit up.
I wish they'd at least get my name right. It's Spider-Man, not the Spider-Man. Jeez, boneheads.
It's spider sex scene. Categorically, there's nothing less sexy.
Green Arrow. Escape from Superman.
Since we have no confidence that a conventional lockup will be able to contain a man of Mr. Queen's abilities, it is the recommendation of this court that he spends the remainder of his life in the only place in the world that could lock him down, the Supermax Penitentiary for Metahumans.
The original Batman versus Superman.
With Colin Farrell was cast as Batman, Jude Law was cast as Superman, and it was the darkest thing you've ever seen.
And then I had this picture of me in that costume, on posters all around the world, and I was like, no way. And I unzipped it.
Never meant if you were looking for forgiveness, you'll come to the wrong place. I'll find who did this. You can't murder him.
And Star Wars Episode 9, Duel of the Fates.
Is that the story you hope they had told?
I do, actually. And I think Colin Trevorrow was going to tell that story.
I'm actually surprised at how long it took me to think of it. And I was like, oh, yeah, I was going to direct a Star Wars movie.
You murdered Han Solo.
I'm not here for you, Rey.
Millions of people.
All I want is behind that door.
Then you'll have to kill me.
Make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss a single episode.
We have 6 fascinating movies to cover over 12 brand new episodes. And they were all chosen by you, the listener.
Yes, that's right. Cancelled Movie Report returns June 3rd.